Good morning, friends. Let's have an update on the global market checkup. Yesterday, the Dow Jones ended in the red by about 90 points down. It was at one time about 68 points up, but as soon as they got the data about the Chinese manufacturing PMI, which came in at 48.3. Now, that is almost a 9-month low, the data that has come in yesterday, which is definitely worse than the estimates. The median, about 17 Bloomberg estimates, predicted that it would come in at 49.5, but it came in at 48.3. Now this shows that the world's second largest economy is kind of having trouble sorting out their domestic issues, as well as the slowdown in the infrastructure, as well as the whole economy is in a turmoil. Now this has led to other kind of Asian markets, like Hang Seng is down by almost 310 points, even Nikkei is down by 255 points in the early morning trade. On the SGX Nifty update, it is down by 47 points. Right now it's trading on the SGX, so that's again bad news. Now on the FII and the DI update, yesterday again the foreign investors were the buyers to the tune of 469 crores. These are all provisional figures, and the DI were the net sellers as usual again for the tune of 345 crores. So this has been again of a pattern, like when the FIs have been buying, the DI has been selling, and the vice versa. So this is what the global market update is. The Shanghai market, where the data has come in, is trading flat. So not much kind of activity happening in that, but the market closely linked to the China is the Hang Seng, which is down by more than 300 points. So that's again, we would have a rough day today for our Indian market as well. Friends, now I'll transfer to Sadhana for the derivative markets update.
Good morning, friends. Let's have a view on derivatives. In yesterday's session, we have seen that markets continue to trade in a narrow range for most part of the day. But in last hour of trade, we have seen that markets finally given a breakout after trading in a consolidation mode and finally snapped the session with a marginal gain of 0.33% at 6159 levels. In this period, we have seen that market participants have built up their short positions as around 3.96 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty cost of carry also decreased by 39%. Nifty futures premium also decreased significantly. On the PCR front, we have seen that marginal increase in the put call ratio from 1.15 to 1.20, which is clearly saying that put option has added more number of shares than call option. We have seen that call option has added around 2 lakh shares in open interest, whereas put option has added around 33 lakh shares in open interest, which is clearly visible in the options activity. As we can see, 6000 put option stands with highest number of shares in open interest, a continuous addition in 6000 put option. Now it is more than 1 crore 10 lakh shares are available in open interest of 6000 put option. And call option strike of 6,200 and 6,300, we have seen marginal addition in open interest front. As US markets closed down and Singapore Nifty is also down by 42 points, we may see a gap down opening in Indian markets, but overall intraday support would be 6115, resistance would be 6155 and 6170. There is one security in ban period today, that is Aurobindo Pharma. Yesterday, FIs were net buyers of more than 465 odd crores in future and option segment. As we are trading above weekly VWAP of 6050, our bias for the market continues to remain positive, and a level of 6115 might act as a good support on intraday basis. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome back. Let's have a news and events update from the MID desk. Firstly, we'll update you on the telecom industry. M&A rules set to be announced for the telecom likely to disappoint the telecom players, as it's going to make the entry and exit tougher for the existing telecom players. Now, they have to pay the market link prices for the spectrum, so that will increase their cost and decrease the kind of the efficiency that is required to consolidate in this tense competitive market. These telecom companies were exploring the M&As that kind of the weaker companies would kind of be bought out, or kind of they vice versa into the existing companies. But now this will come at a heavy price. On the other news and updates, we can come to the Delhi High Court directed the Delhi government not to kind of go ahead and have a 50% cut on the subsidy bill that is announced by the AAP government, that is the Arvind Kejriwal-led government. So this will definitely help the kind of utility company like Reliance Infra, that is our power, especially led by the Anil Ambani. Also, the government is in the thinking process to cut the gold import duty by 4%. It was raised from 2% to 10% to control the current account deficit. Now, as the deficit is in control and is at $45 billion, so government thinks that this is the right step and the right moment to cut it back to almost 6%. NMDC has gone ahead and approved a wage settlement pact that will hike pay for its 5,000 non-executives by rupees 12,000 a month. This will definitely have an impact on their financials, about 65 crores a year. So, if you can sentimentally, there would be some kind of negative would persist with the company stock price. But overall, that has kind of been an ongoing war between the management as well as the workers. Now, friends, government has finalized the cabinet note on the FDI in construction. This will definitely benefit real estate as well as the construction companies. Now, the main part is the source that the government may give note to FDI and agricultural land, which was actually missing from the previous reports, for which a cabinet note has already been finalized on Feb 11. So, this is definitely a big positive for the sector as a whole, which is definitely bleeding with a lot of debts on the books. ITC is forming up plans to foray into non-carbonated beverages and dairy businesses, the next fiscal, to establish itself as a kind of a diversified or the largest food companies in the country. So till now it has been mostly in the biscuits and the cigarettes category and hotels. This is the one kind of sector they think would definitely contribute to their revenues. Next is on the Elder Pharma, appointed consulting firm Deloitte for restructuring the company, and to also the brands called Elderwit following the sale of their formation business. Now this has definitely been on a back burner for a while from the Elder Pharma, because they were in a kind of a selling mode. They have finally sold it to Torrent Pharma for 2,000 crores approximate. Yeah. Now the company's overall strategy is to include kind of focus on its remaining brand called Elderwit, which will, they think, that might kind of definitely surprise on the positive side for the earnings. On the ideas which we think that is positive and a trader or investor can go long is, to start with, we have Renuka Sugars. Wilmar International is set to pick up almost at least a 25% stake in Sri Renuka Sugars. Now this was kind of going on. There were speculations earlier as well, but finally they are going to buy or Sri Renuka Sugars is going to issue fresh shares to Wilmar International at the price range of 35 to 45 rupees a share. So that is definitely way more than what is the current market price, that is 21.5. So we'll take is long Renuka, stop loss 21 and target 23 on the upside. That's for intraday. On the Chinese manufacturing index update, it came in at 48.3. That is kind of the lowest reading versus the median estimates of 49.5. Now this is again a real bad news for the metal sector, which was already bleeding against the kind of domestic slowdown. Now the world's second largest economy has again been contracted. The economy is again on a contracting mode. That will definitely be a big negative for the metals company in India. So we have a short call on Tata Steel, that is on CMP 374. We'll have a target of 363, 355 on the downside, at the stop loss of 382 on the upside. Next we can go short in Hindalco with a stop loss of 101 and target of 96 and 93 on the downside. This stock, especially Hindalco, has been showing weakness and it has kind of broken all the support on the downside. So this is definitely the weakest link among the metal stocks. On the alpha delivery picks, yesterday we had gone ahead and initiated two calls. One was Larsen and Toubro, and the second was Delta Corp, which we already have booked out as we had got a decent 7.5% return in one day itself. L&T initiation price 1018. Just on the brief sales update, 67,291 crore FY15 ending, PAT 4794 crores, EPS 51.9 and PE is 19.61. Taking into the fundamental arguments, L&T report a very healthy set of numbers. It's one of the kind of biggest and the best engineering company that we have in our country. It has kind of an order book of 1,72,000 crores, which is growing by almost 15 to 20% on a YOY basis. They have a good sales growth. They have a good kind of operating profit margin that is of 186 bips, which is kind of best in the industry. So, and that stock, I mean, it's been the best in the industry. They have a strong execution track record and good execution capabilities as well.